Now, what is the main difference between my meal plan and other meal plans that you see out there on the internet? Meal plans that you can buy from anybody else, meal plans that you can buy from celebrities, people that are well known. Why should you look into the JQ Fitness meal plan? And I'll tell you why. My work is based on science. That's all it's based on. I don't read magazines on things. I don't follow things that I read on the news about it. I just don't do that. I follow the top professionals in the world that actually become, or they are experts in these fields, where they basically look into different types of foods, what the food does to your body, why are people struggling to lose fat on certain foods, why are they so unhealthy on it. And as you can see, the guidelines that we've received up until now has been, I would say, terrible. Most of the population is obese. There's things around that they say is good for us, which is causing us really bad health, causing us to take more and more medication as well. And people kind of not fall for it, but we kind of believe in what we read and what we see. It's things like the more you eat, the more you lose, which is one of the biggest made up stories ever, because industry had to find a way to sell more food. So they will pay scientists to make up these types of stories, and they will pay them a lot of money in order to hide the real truth behind it. And nobody questions it. People just go, well, it's coming from Oxford University, it must be right, it must be true, because these top organizations are doing it. But people don't understand that behind the scenes there's a lot of things going on. And who's suffering for it? Me and you. Nobody else. It's just me and you that has to take the fall for it. So when you struggle in the beginning, say for instance on the 3-day meal plan, so let's say you found it hard and you found it a little bit tough with the food, and you thought, well, the portions were big enough, and you say maybe felt a little bit hungry. The reason for that is your body is not used to it. Is it going to become used to it? Of course it will. Your brain can't really figure out yet what to do. You have an adaptation phase that you have to go through. Is it going to take 10 days, 20 days? How long is it going to take? Only takes maybe 5 or 6 days sometimes, and it takes 21 days to be totally adapted to any way of eating if you continue doing it. Now, if you had a bad diet, if you want to call it that, beforehand, if you had a lot of sugar and a high carbohydrate intake, or if you had a healthy way of eating, but it was still high on carbs, your brain will be addicted to that. So it's looking for it, asking you, where is it? And that is the difference between me and other meal plans. I can actually guide you and help you by telling you what to do. So when people sign up to my plan, they get me. Personally, they get me for 3 months. They can ask me every single day. They can ask me questions and I will answer back. It might not sometimes be on that minute because I might be busy with something, but it will definitely be within 10 minutes or something like that. I get back to people, I answer their questions, and I help guide them personally. Most of these big branded plans, there's nobody there. It's a plan that they come up with, they sell it on, make a fortune out of it. You will never ever find the creator of that plan. He or she is never going to speak back to you because they can't. They've become too big. Now, we all grow in our business, and of course I'm growing as well, but I've got certain systems in place that makes it very, very easy for me to speak to my clients personally. I've got a WhatsApp service that I offer that's amazing, and it's quick feedback, and people go, wow, that's great, thank you very much for the help, I feel good again, I feel motivated, I feel inspired, whatever it might be, and they continue again. Because not everybody starts any eating plan and just feels amazing. A lot of people do, but not everybody just goes, oh yeah, I feel great and that's it, this is the best thing I've ever done. There will be people that feel like that, but some people, because of their past and what they used to do, will still struggle. So you've got to help those individuals. Do I charge more for that? No. I charge a one-off fee for the 3 months, and then people get all of my time. So I don't even charge you for a phone call, I don't charge you for the extra advice. I don't say, well, because I spoke to you about that, or if you want this information, you've got to pay for more. I don't do that because it's unnecessary. Too many people are struggling and they need people to help them. And that's what I try and do with my clientele. Do I charge for the plan? Of course I do. That is my income, that is my business. These meals cost me a lot of money to work them all out, not per meal, but overall it works me out a lot of money, so I have to charge for it. But I try my best to help everybody get to where they need to be. That is what I try and do. I try my best. If you go on Facebook, if you look over the internet, you will see my results. You will see that my clients look younger, they look fitter, healthier, they just look amazing. And do they struggle with things like I'm hungry? No. After a while, they're absolutely fine. Do they starve? No, not at all. It's not a starvation plan. I give a huge amount of recipes on my main plan, a huge amount of variety that people can choose from, so they can choose the meals that they feel best on as well. So this 3-day meal plan that, for instance, some people have received over the last few weeks, that's a very basic plan. There's nice food on there. Some people will feel absolutely fine with it. Some people will find it a bit of a struggle because they're so addicted to sugar. But that's what I do. People sign up with me. I help them. I show them and educate them about food and what's the best way to do it. So anybody can do it. Anybody can get there. You just have to try. So if it's something that you want to give a go, I highly recommend it. I highly recommend it. Like I say, watch my results and you'll see how fantastic people look on the plan. They change, and they change with my help, and I guide them and I motivate them and inspire them to stay on that right track, because everybody needs help. Otherwise it becomes almost impossible. So if it's something that you'd like to give a go, let me know, get back to me, and let's try and get you to some result for once in your life, rather than losing weight and going back out again. I've always said to people, that is not losing weight. You lost, you gained. You lost, you gained. You never got there. And a lot of plans work like that. Count the calories, you lose. Of course you're going to lose. That's how they get more clientele in, and then you just gain and they can't help you with it. So go for it, try it, and you'll feel amazing. I can guarantee you that you will feel amazing on this plan. It's a quality plan. So like I say, if you want it, let me know and I will help you. Thanks for watching. Cheers.